What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the day one coverage of the HKB State Championship. We're going to share with you guys the updates, what's happening out on the water right now. This will be just a quick little update for you guys, and we'll get things going. Let me know in the comments that you can see me, hear me, all that kind of good stuff, and then we'll get things rolling. Thanks for tuning in. It is still chilly out here, especially where I'm at up on this point. The wind's coming in. It's not too heavy, but it's enough, and it's out of the north, and it's cold. So we got most of our filled in the same area of the lake. It appears, I think everyone launched from the same ramp. There's only 2 ramps available. Looks like everyone launched to the same area and went in the same direction. From the fish we had coming in, everyone's fishing looks pretty tightly together. And we had a string of fish come in. Not any one angler is catching a bunch other than a couple guys at the top, but we've had a string of fish coming in over the last 2 hours since we last talked, and we've got some updates for you. So our day one leader remains the same with Mike Elsey, but we'll show you guys here what else we got going on. So, and let me just refresh this one more time to make sure it is completely up to date. So as you'll see here, we got Mike Elsey still in the lead with 77 inches. He has not found any upgrades. He has got the big bass of the tournament right now with 18 inches. I believe it is. But Justin, Drew Duncan caught a good one earlier.
It was 18 and a quarter.
18 and a quarter. So Drew Duncan might actually have big bass for this event right now. Let me go back and just verify that for you guys, and see what we got here. Looking at it. Yeah, Drew Duncan with an 18.5-inch fatty on the board. Drew Duncan is your second place angler right now on the leaderboard with 61 inches. He's got 4 fish. He's looking for number 5, folks. He's looking for that 5th one. A good 5th fish is going to put him very close to Mike and going to make that very, very competitive. Aiden Darlington recently getting another bite and moving back up the leaderboard. He was sitting with 14 inches from very early on this morning. I think within the first hour, he had his first keeper. And I haven't seen any activity from him, but he just put another one on the board. So it'll be interesting to see if he starts to get into a flurry here. Joe's sitting in 4th right now. Joe's got a 17-incher on the board. Good fish. Thomas McNulty putting up one a little while ago, 16 and a quarter. Brian Moore with 15 3/4. Matt Kiefer getting on the board with 15 3/4. And Chris Hillebrand with 13.75. Now we do have another angler. Adam Murray is having some technical difficulties. He's been in communication with me and our tournament director, Susie Roloff, with submitting fish. So we're going to get that part taken care of. I can tell you he does have a good fish at 16 inches on the board. My sources also tell me that Adam lost a good one early this morning, unfortunately. I did have a good one break him off in some cover. So Adam's around some fish as well. We did not expect to see a bunch of limits early this morning. Mike Elsey putting a limit together very quickly was a bit of a surprise. That all happening during our last update, our morning update at 9 o'clock hour. He put in fish number 4 and 5, I think, an almost back-to-back cast, which was pretty cool to see as Justin was out there on the water with him at that time. We got some drone footage we're going to try and share with you guys later on. We've got an amazing photographer and Daniel Woody out there on the water capturing some great stuff. So I myself might jump in the water here, not actually like in the water. I might get in my kayak in the water. It'd be a little cold to take a dive right now, but I might jump in and go out there and do some videoing myself. But I wanted to give you guys a quick update before we did that. Thanks, Brock, Hal, for jumping on. Cole Ritter in the house as well. And appreciate you guys for tuning in for this mid-morning update. You know, we we have quite a lot of boats starting to launch now here at the lake. It's getting a little bit busier. This morning, our anglers pretty much had the water to themselves, but we do have fishermen and pleasure boaters starting to launch. It's going to get a little busier as the afternoon goes on, but it's also going to warm up. So we hope that the bite will warm up or heat up as well, and we'll start to see more limits put on the board. I'm going to do a quick refresh real quick for you guys so you guys can see what's happening here. I don't think we've had any more updates since we started talking, but Mike Elsey again in the lead with 77 inches, looking for those kickers to increase that lead today. We know there's a bunch of big fish in this lake. Somebody's going to turn in a pig, and we're just waiting for it to happen. There was a couple good ones caught yesterday as well in practice, so it will happen at some point today, and we're excited to see these guys out there on the water fighting for this event. Jason Young asking, did Chris find his rod? I don't know. I haven't gotten any updates on that. Yeah, I don't think he's found that yet. I'm sure finding that rod is important, but not as important to him as trying to catch some fish right now. So I would imagine we will try and get out there and help him with that at some point today. Our tournament director, Susie Roloff, in between judge and fish, has just got out on the water herself. And she's going to be kind of scoping things out. So we may be able to get her over there to help find that rod, Jason. Good question, though. So for those of you that don't know, Chris yesterday caught a good fish, and during the process of that, knocked that rod in the water, losing a combo. So we're going to try and help him find that before it's all said and done. But yeah, guys, sun's out. It's a beautiful day. It's just a little bit chilly, a little crisp. But there are fish being caught. We're seeing pretty regularly a fish come across the leaderboard at this point. Nobody's, catching them hand over fist by any means, but fish are being caught. So thanks for tuning in for this midday update. We'll come back with a final update here, probably again around the 12:30, 1 o'clock hour, and we actually are going to shut the leaderboard off at that time. So we'll give you one more update before we shut the leaderboard off. Everyone's talked me into it. They've been trying to get me to do it. I said I wasn't going to do it, but everyone's talking me into turning it off. So we're going to turn it off at 1 o'clock today, and then we'll post it back up after the captain's meeting tonight, and then we'll leave it live through tomorrow until about the last hour or two, and we'll probably shut it off again. So make sure to tune in for the next update, because after that, you won't be able to see the leaderboard. All right, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share. You know what to do. We appreciate it. Thank you. And we will see you guys here in a couple hours. All right, now. See ya.